Hello guys. I got Odin somewhat recently as a big boy, and I've been spending some time the past few days putting ISO 8 purple on the remaining of my characters now that Dark Dimension 8 is gone. And I've been thinking about it and I'm planning to bring some more characters up. Dark Dimension 8 gives a lot of ions. Uh, so you now have the ability to bring many characters up. So one of the first characters I brought was Agatha Harkness. I even brought her to level 3. Generally speaking, seeing how much they cost. So let's take a character that don't have a like vol. A They cost 10,000 for this to fuse and 57,000 for this and 0 for this. And to bring one to level 1 it's 7,500, then it's 22,300 and 45,000. So it's a very exponential how much it costs. So this costs like 10-20 times more, and this costs another 10 times more of the previous one. Maybe it's some very rough math, but it's a good feeling to have to know that it's better to bring many characters to level 1, maybe some more important characters to level 2, and be very frugal with who you bring to level 3 at the very beginning, when you will be having more ions regularly coming from Battle World, let's say. Then we can start bringing more characters to level 3, and my guess is this video is for people that are now finishing Dark Dimension 8 or finished it recently, so they don't have millions of ions sitting around from like a leaderboards. They don't get the top 1000, they have them. Maybe they get from the last two that still give them, so they don't have like millions to spend. So yes, definitely Agatha Harkness. I think she does a lot of damage. She will be very important in a war and raid and the Cosmic Crucible in this season of them. She's a great character. She does do a lot of damage. I think she's great, and I think greater is her ISO class. This does do a lot of damage and hits multiple times, multiple people. It also hits multiple times if you can put out slow. So if they don't have immunity, and okay, this hits one person, but usually the match is over. This does kill many people. This will probably end the match most of the time. So I think Raider is the choice for her. Who else did I bring to level 3? Aris. Aris, I think, is a very important war character. Now I have him in a war defense that I hope will hold very strong. And having Aris at ISO purple 3 will, because he's with Hive Mind and Mephisto, will make it a lot more likely that he drops people under 30%, and also the 15% health. I think it's a very big motivator to put on level 2 to put ISO purple on many characters. So yeah, he will survive longer. He's kind of tanky if he's a little bit big, and he may put still taunt, so survive, do damage, push people. He can be used in Cosmic Crucible, for example, in the last room that here they have like people spawning with safeguard, and he can stop it, or some teams that can spawn with safeguard, for example, unlimited, and he can stop it. So it's nice to have him big. I think he's a very important character. Who else did I bring next? I brought Ultimus. I think Ultimus can be very important with his team annihilators in war offense. And I don't know, he's a very fun character. He can be used with Cabal on Cosmic Crucible offense, and having him do more damage will be very nice. He might kill someone, and then if he kills someone, he gives a 15% speed bar to his whole team, which is very nice, especially with Cabal and Cosmic Crucible. So I think it's a character that is worth it to bring, and I brought him here. Of course, brought Odin. Odin is amazing. I brought Kang to level 3. I kinda use him with Odin on war offense, so he's used to take out Mephisto, so he's important there. He's very important in Cosmic Crucible offense still. Now kinda use him more stable with Cabal. Before he was leading his own team, but now they're kinda falling off. Master of Evil, I already put Absorbing Man with Unlimited to see if this room will be somewhat beneficial to have them on defense. Kang is a striker, of course, Olympus a raider. Odin maybe is a little bit debatable, but I feel like all his this to hit everyone. I think this wouldn't take advantage of a vulnerable if he was a striker, I'm not sure. But he usually stays alive at the end of his team, so he wouldn't take advantage. He's the only person alive, so he wouldn't take advantage of too many striker attacks to hit. But him as a raider will put vulnerable to the opponents, will do the raider isolate hit, so he will do more damage. He will do 10% more damage for each person with vulnerable. And I feel like he does use his basic quite a lot, so he clears all the positive effects for the opponents and the negative effects from him and his allies without being a striker. That's my thought right now. I haven't tested him super extensively. You can cut argue Skirmisher because he puts assist now, maybe a bit in the future, because right now he's the carry of every team. He is not so much to assist people and enable other people as to him doing the damage, and as a raider he will do more damage than as a skirmisher. Who else did I bring after the mention? So yeah, we finished with level 3. I bought level 2 to Cosmic Ghost Rider. I think he's an amazing war character. You want to have him do more damage and survive longer. Again, the 50% health is a big motivator. He has some uses in Cosmic Crucible. Void Knight, he's in the Mephisto defense, so I think he's in my most important war defense. Have him do a little bit more damage, like the 5% crit damage and 15% max health to survive. Might be very nice to give speed bar to Carnage. I think it's very important in some matchups to push people under 30% before the opponents start killing you. I'm even considering bringing him to level 3. I don't have too many of those to spend, of the ions, but I will get like a 500,000 here. Then we may get here like the last or maybe 7,500 to 1,000, so we get some of those very consistently. Maybe I will even bring him to level 3 because he's important, and right now I'm using him like, I don't know how cheap this counter is, but maybe it is worth it. Like Hive Mind plus Super Scroll to one-shot opponent Spider Societies in room 3 in Cosmic Crucible, so he is the counter to the most difficult room probably. And I'm sure that they will wreck like Norkis there, or I can't remember another team with summons that will be there, but what I'll try to say is he's important. I also brought him to year 19. Black card I brought to level 2. She has some niche uses like in War or in Cosmic Crucible to still revives, and Secret Defenders still aren't bad, so to have her do more damage, survive a bit longer, I think would be nice. Also 1 diamond, so her stats can keep up. I brought Red Hulk to level 2. I think he's very important, extremely important in War. And I want to have the Gamma team keep going, and having them with more health might help you take out like opponent hive minds with some tricky other people with them. So him doing more damage and having more health, I think is very nice. Some of those people will be eventually brought to level 3 when I have more ions, but right now we want to be a bit cheap with them, we're a bit frugal. North Star, I think he's in a very important war defense with Super Scroll that can even take out Mercs for money, so to have him do a little bit more damage and health, I think is very important. He might have some good uses in Cosmic Crucible, removing revives, or in room number 3, stopping people getting a speed bar. So that's why I brought him here. I maybe bring him even to level 3 at some point. I brought the whole Mercs for money team to level 2. I think they are very important in War. I'm even considering like putting like a 3rd diamond on Daken because he's very nice. I pulled the one on Deadpool, which is very cool, I guess. And to have them have more health because there are perma kills there now in War is very nice. Panda pull 15% more damage on assist is amazing. Also, maybe you want to use them against like a hive mind Mephisto of some sort. Having the 15% more health, it's like 18%, I think, or 19%, because it's like the 2% per ion. So this health might keep them barely from not getting pushed under 30%, and then you can kill them on time. If you don't have those the purple ISO there, they might not work on some matchups, and you want to have them very big. I think they will be super important in War for a long time. So you won't regret this. They're also kind of using Cosmic Crucible, and it's nice to have them stay alive to counter like a Annihilator Super Scroll. So they have many uses. Daken is a beast, he does a lot of damage. So you want them to not die, and I probably will bring Deathpool very soon to Gear Tier 19. I will probably put like in Daken at least ISO Purple 3 kinda soon. He's one of the first characters that I thought to bring. He's very nice, very strong, and you also need kind of a little bit more damage on some matchups, especially if you try to like take out Mephisto teams in War offense. You need to have more health, you need to have more damage. Anything you can add to them might be the determinant factor or the difference maker for them to win and not lose. So maybe all of them will get to ISO Purple 3 eventually. I don't think it's like very revolutionary to say that the best War offense team until we get like Zombie Scarlet Witch. I think the other ones will be better. And I'm getting to them. We'll get ISO Purple 3 if we care about War. I'm in an alliance that very recently was ranked number 4 in a War season, and we got number 33. So they need to be big in War. They're using Cosmic Crucible. I don't think you will regret bringing them at least to level 2. Who else will you have here? Again, like the Alpha Flight, I think I will bring everyone sooner or later. I don't have those ions, and otherwise I would bring at least to level 1 Sunfire. Because you want to have like those four that have Gear Tier 19, to have them with Super Skull to be strong core defense. They might have some uses now in room number 3 in Cosmic Crucible, so this would be nice. Sasquatch is a plug and play character in Cosmic Crucible defense, even when we don't have this rule about raids, so having Sasquatch have more health. Probably I will bring them eventually all to level 3, but I don't rush to bring them. Level 1, or especially level 1, which is very cheap, but also level 2, I think will be very nice. They might give you some defensive victories in war with Super Skull, because it's one of the best war defenses that we have right now. They might get some nice uses in Cosmic Crucible. They're now used in some raids. Maybe you can use them, especially North Star, to beat like raid bosses in the open, the last sections that there are Super Skull opponents. So I see the value in them. I believe I will bring those two very soon to level 2. And maybe at some point, especially those two to level 3, maybe all of them, because having him clear vulnerables from himself and getting another 10% max health and 38% barrier on turn might give you some defensive victories, both in War and Cosmic Crucible, and I think they're very important characters. Who else did I bring? I brought the Superior 6. I will do Spider Slayer when they have the ions at least level 1. At some point I think I will bring all of them at level 3, they're very important. The first two were for Dark Dimension 8. Then I brought the rest. Also Green Goblin class, you kinda want him to have a little bit more health to survive. Doc Ock, I think, would be nice to have him. A healer is kind of an interesting now, and Fortifier, that he will clear vulnerables from self and all allies and give him a bit more max health. I guess this goes also a bit late, but it might be nice to clear vulnerables on when he doesn't have this, and then he doesn't have his charges, and your team will start having vulnerables, then to have Doc Ock clearing them. So at least level 1 or 2 for those guys, and probably level 3 at some point. They're also great in war, and important to be a bit more tanky, that the 15% max health will give, especially to a Green Goblin Classic, especially right now that he's only at 1 diamond. He is kinda squishy, so I brought him for that. Zombie Juggernaut was one of the first characters I wanted to bring. I even considered bringing him to at my first run, because I want to have him the 15% max health and the 5% more damage, a bit less, but still very nice. I think it's super important because especially now before Zombie Scarlet Witch comes into the game, you want him to have to survive, and he's kinda being power crept a bit and perma-killed sometimes. So yeah, the 15% more health I think is super important to him, and he will have a lot of value in war for a long time. Now with Zombie Scarlet Witch, he will probably be used on the biggest, baddest teams in war to counter them. And he still holds his ground even without her kinda nicely in war offense, takes out very important teams. So I think he's a very important character. I will probably put also the 5th red star on him. We'll see if we get the 7th yellow. And maybe at some point ISO Purple 3 when Zombie Scarlet Witch is into the game, and we need to have our Undying take out stronger teams. But level 2, I think you kinda rush Zombie Juggernaut. This is one of the first characters actually that I thought to bring to level 2 because we need this 15% more health for him to survive. At least the way I'm using him in war. They might have some niche uses in Cosmic Crucible right now, we'll see. Especially when Zombie Scarlet Witch comes. I don't really see it, but maybe we will have something like this. Silver Surfer, I probably will put at least level 2 on Surfer at some point. I kinda use him now with Annihilators. I have him on Cosmic Crucible defense, and they got a couple of defensive victories against Cabal actually, and even without a Super Scroll. So this was amazing. Basically, he is the last target usually that people try to kill. So he gets some speed, like plus 45% speed, and he's already fast. So then he will be going very fast, healing on any turn, and to have him do more damage. And with the stats that he has right now, it's also kind of hard to land stuff on him. He has amazing resistance. I think Silver Surfer is decent. I use him with Annihilators in War Offense. Yes, he's the first to be subbed out, but at least a 5% damage I think was very simple for me to do. It's very cheap to have him have 5% more damage and 2% more stats of everything, and then probably I will do kinda soon the level 2 on him. I don't know if I will bring level 3 a lot later into the game. There are other characters that I will bring level 3 a lot faster. Brought all 3 Cabal members. At least level 1, which is very cheap. Probably I will bring everyone to level 2 very soon because it's kinda cheap still, especially in a more that I have at 3 diamonds. And still he's the squeeziest, so to have him survive a bit longer is important. I have him more on war defense, and they're kinda nice. So having a more survive a bit longer, 50% more health thing will give him some oomph, some power on war. The 5% more damage or crit damage on a more, I think it's a no-brainer to put it up very quickly on them, both for Cosmic Crucible. Maybe for Cosmic Crucible I will put them to level 3 for the next week, so not to level 2 first. Level 3 we'll see at some point, definitely. To have it for war immediately active, I think is very nice. I brought the Illuminati at least to level 1, like Black Bolt and Mr. Fantastic. I think you kinda need to have them do a little bit more damage, especially if you want to take out Alpha Flights with Super Scroll probably, but Alpha Flights in a war and putting like an Apocalypse instead of a Iron Man when you don't have Captain Britain. They're also very important Cosmic Crucible team. Not the best without Captain Britain, but nice, important. I kinda, because I'm changing Black Panther Shuri to Skirmisher a lot for Cosmic Crucible take 2, and even then she can get resisted against Black Knights to strip their charges. So I also put like even the passive here for the 10% more focus because I felt she really needed that. So because I'm kinda changing her ISO and Iron Man is kinda replaceable, I'm not necessarily rushing. I probably will do them very soon at level 1, but then we'll bring those two guys at level 2. They're also important in war and stuff. Maybe if we have when we have Captain Britain, I will bring everyone to level 3 because they will be a more important. Captain Britain is definitely someone I will rush to do level 3 on. I think they will be super important in Cosmic Crucible, in war. They will get more value when we. What did I do now? They put default here. Okay. So if Moon Knight and Blade, I think it's a no-brainer to put at least level 1 on them. I use them now in raids with Mephisto and Odin, and I think Mephisto and Odin do the high lifting, so I don't think you really need to rush to bring them higher, but I think when we will have like at least an oath or a man thing on the team, they will all get level 3 because they will be a super important war defense for a season and probably Cosmic Crucible defense for a couple of seasons. So, and now it's also a raid season, Cosmic Crucible. So I think I kind of want to wait maybe to give like a small chance that it will change some ISOs, maybe like Moon Knight Striker for whatever reason. Probably not, but yeah, I'm also waiting a little bit to get like some other mystic characters done, like Captain Britain, Oath, maybe Zombie Scarlet Witch. So also when I put like G19, because he's very expensive, he takes 4 pieces. When I put Gear G19 on him, I will also put like a immediately level 2 purple and then level 3. I did put on Hela level 1. I think the Undying will be very important. I will probably put kinda soon level 2 on her. It's very nice to have her survive because then Zombie Iron Man revived and you kinda have now. She's kinda on some matters, she's a bit risky to die. Like maybe before it was like a Penny Parker that she would do hit her, and if she had a vulnerable, she would clear on her positive effects and then kill her. So yeah, I think a Hyala level 2 would be a non-brainer, especially when we have a Zombie Scarlet Witch. Probably I will bring everyone to level 3. I don't know how fast I will rush like a Zombie Iron Man. We'll also kinda need to see what the ISOs will be because maybe Zombie Scarlet Witch is a raider that puts out more vulnerables. Maybe we can make a Zombie Iron Man a striker again. Now I don't feel like I have enough vulnerables. Yeah. Taskmaster, I brought I think 15% damage, so this is very important, and they will take out Orcus now in a war offense, which I think is very valuable. Moondragon, I will definitely bring to level 3 when her team is released, or even when a couple of members of them are being released, I will probably put a ISO 2 on her. The problem, I don't know exactly if I will keep her as a healer or will change it. So I kind of left her like this. I don't think it's super important to have her now. I think it's kind of elevating Infinity Watch to take out a new Avengers in war offense. I think they can do bigger take out bigger teams because we punch down, but they don't need to punch down that much anymore because now she has more health. She gets the taunt, protects her teammates, and also have them right now. Maybe I will change it on a Cosmic Crucible defense. I think this is very tanky, and they gain a defensive victory against New Warriors. I also have Magamora very big. So I left out, I didn't even talk about her. I like Gamora very much. I start playing the game with an Infinity Watch where they sit, and I really love this team. So I brought Gamora to level 1. I always bring Gamora higher because I like Infinity Watch a lot. I'm grateful to them for getting me through very important stuff in the game for a long, long time. They even now have a lot of value to take out a big, like everyone gear tier 18, new Avengers in War. I think it's very valuable. I think level 1 is very cheap. I did level 1 on her. Maybe when I have a lot, I will also bring level 2. I brought her to 3 diamonds in Gear 19 because I like her. I really like Infinity Watch. Maybe kind of a waste, maybe a bit biased because they help me a lot, so I want to keep them relevant. I have all the T4s on them and everything. But I think level 1 is very cheap and worth it on Gamora. Who else do we have and who will we do? I kinda want to do Vol, maybe level 1, which is very cheap, but I don't really use her that much anymore. So maybe now, because now that I'm thinking about it, she's in a war defense season that will give her a lot of stats. So to bring her to level 2 will give her more survivability. I think this is worth it. It's kinda also the reason that I didn't brought her up to now is she a raider or is she a striker? I kinda use her as a raider at the latest stages of the game with her team. I don't think it's super important, but since maybe I want to change her ISO around, do I really want to rush her? Probably I will bring her to level 2 very soon. Don't have the ions though. So Vol is definitely on my list. Maybe I'll keep her as a raider. Because usually, like, this is the only thing in war and in Dark Dimension, oh no, in Raids and in Dark Dimension, that it doesn't put out vulnerables, and this kills usually many people. So you kinda want to have her as a raider. She's going fast, she puts out vulnerables. Before that, having her as a striker, because she's kinda fast, she was hitting at a little bit more vulnerables that I had to play around with. So and she does damage as a raider, she's nice. In a like game modes like Cosmic Crucible, not in the raid room, and in a war, her basic isn't like super important when she doesn't apply exposed. So having her as a raider makes more sense. Maybe you put her with other strong strikers. Yeah. Thanos, maybe I will just bring for fun to level 1 because I have him, especially when I do some other people at level 2 that I want above. Maybe even a couple of them to level 3, like Daken. Because Thanos is my favorite character of Marvel. I pulled the diamonds of him, so I'm very lucky. I like that. And Black Order kinda has some uses. I have them on war defense. Everyone else gear tier 18, Thanos gear tier 19. They kinda catch people off guard. I don't have too many efforts on them because I started the game after they were meta, but they're still kind of valuable in war. I like Thanos. Level 1 is cheap. Maybe I will bring him to level 1 and let them get power creep after that. Kestrel, level 1, I think is a no-brainer. I will bring her soon. Yeah, maybe even level 2. Doctor Strange, I don't really know his ISO for the new team. Maybe he will be a healer. I don't know. So that's what I'm waiting for. I will definitely bring him to level 1 or 2 soon after his teammates are getting released. Sunfire talked about I will bring him to level 2. Gwenom, at some point I may just do level 1 on her. She's used now in a Cosmic Crucible in the raid room to counter Spider Society, so to have her do a little bit more damage will be nice. Maybe level 2 if I have when I have a lot of ions for her to survive a bit longer, but she's now subbed out of her team in a war at the moment for me, so I don't see the value too much, but level 1 I will bring her. Wolverine level 1 I think is a no-brainer. He will start doing some things again with the Weapon X now that Lady Deathstrike also can go with them, and that you put Super Scroll instead of Wolverine with Alpha Flight. I will definitely bring like Captain Carter and Captain America soon to at least level 1, probably level 2, maybe eventually level 3. Also Hulk I want to bring at level 1 or 2. They're important war teams, and Captain America might have some niche uses in Cosmic Crucible, but I'm not like 1,000,000% sure about Captain America, Captain Carter's ISO. Captain Carter was a raider for some point for me. Captain America was like a skirmisher, so we'll see. We'll see. That's why I didn't brought them yet, but I think in the next week, every one of them will go at least level 1, if not 2. Is Marvel Heartlight? I'm not really excited about her anymore. Secret defense is kind of falling off, maybe breaking apart at many cases. She doesn't do assists, so give her more damage on assist. Wouldn't really do anything. The 15% max health might be nice at some point. The focus, she doesn't really want to land anything. So maybe I will bring her level 2 when I have a millions ions to waste. I was kind of thinking, like, do I want to have her as skirmisher? Do I want to have her as a fortifier now and maybe use them her some weird cases as plug and play to stop Apocalypse? But Apocalypse isn't really on defense that often, so to throw her on defense alone is kind of weird at this moment the game for me. So, like, do I want to have her as a skirmisher? Do you want to have her as a fortifier to have a bit of drain and survivability? Because that's basically what she is right now, a tank. But when you use her with secret defense, you kind of want to have a little bit more vulnerables if you have a Robbie and Black Cat as a strikers. So that's why I didn't rush, and level 1 skirmisher I think is useless. I don't even know what I want to do. Do I want to have her as a skirmisher level 2? Level 1 I don't really see the value of bringing her, even though it's very cheap. Maybe 45 level 3 and then she clears vulnerables on herself and get a little bit more health. That will be nice. Probably I will make her a fortifier. I'm thinking now. We'll see. It's a very late character that I will bring. Spider Weaver the same. Do I want to have her as a striker? Do I want to have her as a skirmisher? She kinda needs the focus boost right now, but she doesn't do assist for level 1. That's why I'm not rushing her. If I was sure I would have her as a striker, I will at least do her at level 1. I also have her there. She's like a Mephisto counter. She's used with a 2099 and a Kang and Odin in War Offense for me. I don't really use her too much in Cosmic Crucible or in like very niche matchups, so I don't rush her. And like maybe to have her level 2 would be nice, but it's kind of a luxury. When we'll have more, we might do Spider Weaver. I don't know, like striker, skirmisher. Probably skirmisher right now because it doesn't let her sun anymore. But skirmisher level 1 doesn't do anything. A Photon. She's a raider right now because I have Robbie as a striker and I don't have A-Force build up because I'm a kinda newer to the game. I don't really plan to build A-Force anytime soon. So maybe make her like a raider level 1 or 2. Level 1 will be cheap. At some point I will do her level 1. Maybe level 2 if I kinda end up using her still in War and in a Cosmic Crucible. She's like kinda niche right now for me, like a kinda luxury. I'm not rushing it. Level 1, I can see the value. Even as a raider, I don't plan to switch it to a striker anytime soon. Better I build maybe level 2 eventually for the just for the war defense buffs that he gets right now to be a bit stronger defense, but still a luxury character. Maybe I will bring the whole gamut at least to level 1 or even level 2 when I have a lot. They're very luxury right now. Same as Mockingbird, maybe level 1 is cheap for her and even Braun to do quickly. Quicksilver, I kinda don't want to put the Mystic Gear on him now. He's kinda falling out. When I have a lot, maybe it will keep him a little bit more relevant. Maybe bring him to level 2. Purple will keep him a little bit more relevant. I kinda want to do it to bring him level 1 or 2. He's higher on my list than some of the characters that were before him. But I'm not rushing him. Tigra maybe I will do very soon. I probably will do very soon, at least level 1. I think it's important. Icarus level 1 might be nice. He gets some buffs now in war defense, some extra stats, and he's there with a Bifrost and Valkyrie at the moment. So maybe like level 1. Level 2 I think is very luxury, but level 1 could be okay. Also Cersei does assist to him, so maybe level 1 on her wouldn't be terrible. I don't mind Infinity War. I don't think I will do anytime soon. Maybe level 1 wouldn't be a huge waste when I have a lot of fire. Like a luxury would be level 1 on him, I feel like. Same Firewell, level 1 will be luxury, maybe at some point. Adam Warlock, I kinda want to make him a scary mister again because he doesn't land too much stuff. Now Nebula is kind of likelier to die, and if Moondragon gets out of the team, you will have only 80% assist chance for Nebula, so maybe have someone put out more vulnerables would be nice, but he doesn't do assists. I could see Nebula a lot faster, 15% damage to assist. It's nice now that I think about it. I will even do her before like Phyla Wells, definitely. Maybe at the same time as Icarus, like level 1, I think it's nice. Level 1 skirmish on Adam Warlock, kind of a waste. Level 1 striker would be kind of nice. I don't really hate to have someone like a striker and then like it's 7,500. It's not like huge waste now that we got Odin. But like I talk about, he's one of the first characters that I will put at least level 1 on. So Infinity War, I think it's worth it to bring at least level 1 to have the extra damage, maybe level 2 for survivability. He's a more important character. Starbrand level 1 I will do very soon. Level 2 I probably won't trust. We'll probably bring the rest of the Out of Time and other war characters first, but maybe level 2. Maybe level 3 eventually when it's a luxury to have him bigger for war, and we will have a lot of them. Sylvie, Skip, level 1 a huge luxury. Nova, I kinda want to put level 1, level 2 on him. But he's kinda weak now at only 5 red, even now that I brought him to year 19. Abomination level 1 probably kinda soon. Iron Man probably level 1 soon. Ronin level 1 I think is he's one of the first characters I will do. I had a lot of skill left, so I brought him to gear 19. Rescue level 1, but it's a luxury. Absorbing Man level 1, maybe. Spider-Man 2099 doesn't do assists, so why have him as a skirmisher? Rogue, kind of flexible ISO. Right now we're going to a level like super luxury that I will probably do them very late, except from like Black Panther, Shuri, and Nebula. Dormammu maybe at some point to do him level 2 so he survives. But is he a striker? Is he a raider? Does he need to be a skirmisher maybe? Because now he's getting power crept instead of in case of focus. Maybe Zombie Iron Man at some point. As a striker when the Zombie Scarlet Witch comes. Maybe as a skirmisher that he is like a making him assist. What is this like? Nah, yes, he's getting like he does assist. So maybe she also does like a. Does he call out someone to assist or not? I think he with her basic D4. Calls to attacks, so I don't think this will get the 15% extra damage from assist. I'm not sure. Maybe this, the calls and assist, will. Yeah. No, or does he call to attack? No, she calls to attack. She calls the Greg to assist. So yeah, this probably won't get the buff. But maybe you want to have him a little bit more damage. Doctor Doom level 2 wouldn't be terrible. You kinda need to have him survive longer. Omega Sandler will kinda do very soon, at least level 2. I just unlocked her, so I kinda want to test Raider to be sure that I will keep her as a Raider. Mr. Negative maybe level 1. Like Pegasus level 1 or 2 if they are needed for Battle World. Or it would be a small luxury, like not such a big of a luxury, because they will be used nichely for a little while Battle World. I don't think I will do any Black Order members anymore. Besides Thanos, and only to level 1 because I already have 3 diamonds, get 19. Coulson level 1 I think would be nice. Kingpin maybe level 1, but it's a luxury. And now I don't think we have any. Like Green Goblin, maybe at some point level 1. And that's it, I think. Let's see who else we like. Zombie Scarlet Witch, Captain Britain level 3, of course. Zombie Scarlet Witch probably very soon level 2. Same as Oath and Man Thing when they get unlocked. Null eventually. Yeah. I think the video went very long. That's it for now, guys.